Missed. Lynch, manhandle slam, countered by Lyra. Rolls through, hooks the leg, center of the ring. Lyra did it! Lyra did it!
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons. So, let's talk about this, man. I have been dying to talk about this one, man. Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch, the man, for the NXT title. And boy, oh boy, it was a night of surprises already on Halloween Havoc. Definitely check out my other videos from this week, discussing this stuff. And pretty much every match was shocking except the two breakout tournament ones, because I always had Televised going against Kalani Joy, so those two were not shocking to me. But everything else on the show was pretty shocking, except for what's the other match? Lexis Sheen. I was actually going to talk about his debut too, but didn't have time. But let's talk about this one. So Lyra Valkyria went against Becky Lynch, her idol, and I like the way they set this up. They was talking to the fans from Ireland, who was choosing who they thought was going to win. I thought that was really a really cool winkle. Kind of made the match feel a little bit more bigger than what it was, man. So I like that. They had this bar also. They had like this bar or something like that. That was pretty cool. This bar in Ireland, I believe, and they were watching it, so that was pretty cool, man. But Jade Cargill, who we predicted will be somewhere in this match, she was actually seated watching the match on the throne. So she got a closer look at it. But let me tell you something, man. This one was a shocker. Let's go over how it went towards the end here. I don't want to go over the whole thing because it was a long match. So let's get to this part right here. Okay. So Lyra got to the bottom of the rope for the break. Becky gave Lyra a forearm in the corner. Lyra reversed a kick into a sit-out powerbomb for a near fall. Becky ran into Lyra to stagger her on the top rope. Becky hit Lyra with a suplex into a DDT for a near fall. Becky gave Lyra some forearms. Lyra recovered and punched Becky on the top rope. Becky slipped out. Lyra did a backflip into Lyra's signature crescent kick for the near fall. Becky caught Lyra's leg, flipped her, and hit her with a manhandle slam. Lyra kicked out for a great near fall. That was pretty good. For her to kick out of that, that was really good, man. And by the way, there's a finisher that I want y'all to pay attention to on the NXT roster. It's Tatum Paxley's Psycho Trap. That's probably the best finisher I've seen since Sol Ruka's Soul Snatcher, bro. It is a really unique finisher that I like. Some holy shit ensued. Becky ducked a crescent kick. Lyra reversed a manhandle slam and rolled up Becky for the win. So that was all she wrote. In about 16 minutes, Becky Lynch actually loses the NXT title to Lyra Valkyria, who is your new NXT Women's Champion. And you saw some fans clapping at the Pirates Club, giving her a standing ovation. Jade Cargill clapped from a throne. Becky picked up the championship belt and looked at it, and she held over Lyra's arms in victory and hugged her, gave her a strong hug, and Lyra posed with the title assignment to seal the big win. And the show closed. This show, I think it ran about 15 minutes long, man. So over the overrun time. So it was man. I was saying this. Let me say this though. I definitely had a feeling she could win, but just because of the fact that I think Shawn Michaels and the brass back there, they really are high on Lyra Valkyria. She's been getting a rub from Rhea Ripley this year. And I was saying the same thing about Kalani Jordan. She might end up beating Lola Vice just due to the fact that when they like somebody, they're going to push them. That's the WWE's way, man. When they really like someone, they usually push them pretty hard. So it's not shocking to me, and I think they used this so that Lyra could get the rub off of Becky Lynch as that next Irish star. And it's crazy because Lyra Valkyria already had a title match early in the year. If people forget, she faced Tiffany Stratton at Battleground, man. So Lyra Valkyria has been heightened, bro, all year, man. So I should have read that before I came in here, but I think the Jade Cargill stuff was throwing me off that we was going to see a Jade Cargill versus Becky Lynch match for the title. at Deadline or some other pay-per-view behind that, or just another NXT live special event like we saw with Halloween Havoc or something. But I don't know. But it's kind of weird because we thought we were going to see that, but now maybe Jade Cargill is the next opponent for Lyra. Because remember, they did tease it last week in a cliffhanger that, you know, her time is almost up. But let's go over the poll, see how that went. Let's go over the polls. Ooh, 720 votes here, 58 likes, 59% for Becky and 41% for Lyra. Y'all know that's 50-50 on my channel when someone gets over 40%. And this definitely changed because this was, Lyra had a very low turnout. I think it was like below 25% when I looked at this a little early, like before the match came about, and then people kind of went for the winner. So, but yeah, Becky Lynch drops the title, and thanks for voting out. I think it's a good thing. And the reason why I say it's a good thing, it's a good and bad thing. Let me start with the bad. Where it's bad at is that it's not going to require Becky to keep coming down to NXT, because NXT seem to be raising the profile of NXT, especially ratings-wise on USA. So we're not going to have that. They're not going to have that. They're going to have to rely on their developmental talent, and they're supposed to do that anyways. With Becky going down there, hopefully there's some fans that stick with it, because NXT is it's right up there with Impact, or now going to be TNA, as the best wrestling product out there right now. So, especially on the female side. But yeah, I mean, that's the bad part, is that they just won't have her to come down there. The good thing is that belt really did need to be on someone that's actually on the NXT roster. That was the only thing that I didn't like about it being on Becky Lynch, because it seemed like it was becoming a main roster belt, and I was like, nah, it shouldn't be no main roster belt. What y'all need to do, I need to come up with some secondary titles, so that if you want a secondary title on the main roster, then you need to come up with a secondary title on the main roster, like a US or Intercontinental title. They need one at NXT too, because their women's division is too deep. A lot of those girls will never be the NXT Women's Champion because they're just too deep down there. They need a second title. They need like the North American title for the men. They need a second one for the women. It'd be pretty cool if you had that happen, bro. Like we got the TBS title on AEW, man. We need another title. This is why I'm rooting for JC Jane and Thea Hale, because we haven't had the tag team titles down there so long since Isla Dawn and Alba Fire got drafted, you know. So we do need to fix that. But I'm glad that it's back down there, and we'll see if Jade Cargill's able to be the next one to get it from Lyra. We're going to have to see when Lyra loses it. That's going to be the interesting thing too. But I still think Lyra Valkyria should be a heel, though. Like, after she drops the belt, I think she should be a heel, because I actually think she's going to connect a little better as a heel, you know. So, but we'll see, man. We'll see what they do with that. But give me your thoughts on this, man. Give this video a like, share, subscribe, y'all. I want to thank y'all for watching my NXT videos this week. Give me y'all deep thoughts on this, man. Congrats to Lyra Valkyria on this win. This is a big win off of Becky Lynch, because I'm telling you, man, people were into this match, man. It was crazy, man. But go ahead and give this video a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. After News to Light.